this is Coach McQueen, and this is Susan. Susan, it is the middle of November right now, and Susan has been using the bands and working a exercise program since I think May.
Yes.
And I think at this point, somewhere around 30
pounds.
30 pounds.
40 inches.
40 inches. Dress sizes are pretty cool, right?
Oh yeah. Size 2.
Size 2.
Yes.
From
A 10.
a 10. So when we first started, we've seen some pictures of you, and can you tell us about what you've done? I mean, as far as what you feel the exercise program or the bands or what it is that you're doing. People want to know, how'd you do it?
I just started with the basic stretching exercises. I don't really do anything hard. I'm just doing, your just basic stretches. I watch a lot of your videos and I see what you've been doing, and I go home and I try it and see if it'll work into my routine. But just doing the stretches and the walking and just putting the bands on. I mean, they don't work unless you put them on.
Kind of like any exercise program. There are a lot of exercise programs that will work, but you've got to do it every day. What we're trying to do is simplify things. I get people that say, I've tried everything, and I've been doing aerobics, or I've been going to a dance class or whatever, and I'm doing all this for an hour or an hour and a half, but I don't seem to be losing any weight or losing any inches. And from our perspective, what we're looking at is, are we burning calories? Maybe you are with aerobics, but we're doing stretching, we're working on flexibility, and we're trying to target the muscles. Most women are looking for from about right here to about right there.
Yes.
And that's, I
The
know
older
that,
you get, the harder it is to get off of this area, and this is the first place you gain it.
right. And if you're doing all the aerobics, I think that maybe you're building cardio.
Yes.
And you are doing some legs, some hip work, but what we want to do is directly target those muscles to make them stronger, but more flexible, and hopefully that's a different way to try to burn the calories. And I think that's what you're saying you've been doing.
That's what I've been doing.
Long walks, or a short period on the treadmill, or...
Mm-hmm. At a higher speed.
Okay.
The faster you walk, the more calories you burn, the more you're actually working those muscles, and with the bands on, it works them even more.
I get a lot of people that say, I'm walking a mile, or I'm running on the treadmill, or I'm doing whatever it is, and they say, at what point should I increase it? And what I try to tell them is, my perspective is, I don't worry about increasing it until you can do that work at a faster pace. If you're walking a mile and it takes 10 minutes, let's not worry about walking a mile and a half until you walk that mile in 8 minutes, till it simply becomes not enough for you.
Right.
So I think that's what you're saying too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you've done a really fantastic job. Well, what I wanted to do was go through some of the stretching exercises. We call this our Dynamic Kinetic Stretch. Dynamic stretch basically is coming to a point and stretching, and what we want you to do now is learn to go through that stretch to take it to a higher level, more flexibility, which then in turn becomes more endurance. You become stronger. And when I say strength, I don't mean bulky. That's not for most women. Some guys will want that, but we want you to be strong physically. And something I talked about today with a person was, I think when your abs get strong and your back gets strong, everything else sort of starts to come along with it. So what I'd like to do is take you through and show you our dynamic stretch. And this really, if somebody just took this program and didn't do anything else, I believe that you will get results.